everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. This week, we've got a pair of teams who come in on different paths.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This is right on the end around. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call. On second down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check 50, check 50. Check. 14, got it. Run it.
They'll send Baldwin in motion left. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got some space here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They go to Johnson again. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run, and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Again, it's Johnson. And some room to work. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession. Here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Green's got it over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Duke Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Cousins now on 2nd down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
On 3rd down, Cousins. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down. Johnson running left. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He can run for it, and he will. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Green with a catch left side. The 40, 30. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Second down, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. On 3rd down, Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain. Final play of the half, Cousins. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter of the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team. Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Throwing is Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary and really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he is knocked down from the side. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's... And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Broken tackle. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Wilson, flushed out right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. To it after the pick 6. Cousin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Johnson running right. Take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's got Curse. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check that out.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First down, here's Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Raekwon McMillan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Wilson wants to throw it. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And now running right through it. And now nothing but Green ahead of him. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on another, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
On any given pass play, you